Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our new channel. Today we have Center raises import duty on edible oils. Now, students, when we read this article, there's a term mentioned here. It's minimum support price, right? So recently, government has increased the minimum support price of soya bean crop, right? So what this MSP is? Students, MSP, as we have already are aware, that it stands for minimum support price, and it is the lowest price the government promises to pay farmers for their crop, right? uh, Basically what government does, it buys the crop at MSP to protect farmers from any change in market price, right? So it is the price at which government purchases crop from farmers, ensuring that they get a fair price for their produce. So why was MSP introduced in the first place? Students, basically to safeguard farmers income. See, uh, let's imagine a case if market prices fall below a certain level, है ना? किसी भी प्रोडक्ट का, किसी भी क्रॉप का एक मार्केट प्राइस है जो एक लेवल पर गिर गया है, ओके? तो एमएसपी क्या इंश्योर करता है कि फार्मर्स अपने जो क्रॉप है उसको एटलीस्ट एक गारंटीड प्राइस पे सेल कर सके। अदरवाइज क्या होगा कि उनको लॉस होगा, उनको नुकसान होगा। तो जितना उन्होंने इनपुट में इन्वेस्ट किया है उसका रिटर्न उनको नहीं मिलेगा। Also, MSP helps motivate farmers to grow more food because they know they will get a minimum price for their produce, right? So, minimum support price is like a crop insurance for them. ओके, कैसे? अगर मान लीजिए उन्होंने टोमेटो ग्रो किया है, और टोमेटो नहीं, मान लीजिए अगर उन्होंने जैसे सोयाबीन का ही एग्जांपल ले ले, सोयाबीन उन्होंने ग्रो किया है और उसका प्राइस जितना उन्होंने एक्सपेक्ट किया था उससे भी लो चला गया मार्केट में। तो देयर शुड बी सम काइंड ऑफ इंश्योरेंस कि हाँ, कि अगर गवर्नमेंट ने, अगर प्राइस लो हो भी गया है तो गवर्नमेंट ने ऑलरेडी अनाउंस कर दिया था कि आपको इस प्राइस पे सोयाबीन हम खरीद लेंगे। So that is what government does, right? And who decides MSP? MSP decide कौन करता है? Students, it is decided by the government of India based on recommendations from a body called CACP. एक CACP एक body है, it recommends the MSP, right? And they consider various factors like cost of farming, market trends, the need for farmers when deciding the price. All such factors are considered by CACP while recommending MSP for any crop. Right. So what crops are covered under MSP? क्या MSP सारी crops को cover करता है? Answer is no, right? So government announces MSP only for 23 crops, including wheat, rice, pulses, cotton, and sugarcane. Now it is your homework to find out those 23 crops, right? So how does MSP help farmers? MSP कैसे help करता है farmers की? See, one thing we already know is farmers की इनकम में एक स्टेबिलिटी की तरह काम करता है एमएसपी, राइट? बिकॉज फार्मर्स आर assured they will get a certain price for their crops even if the market prices drop. तो अगर प्राइसेस ड्रॉप होंगे भी तब भी दे आर assured that they will get a certain price for their crops. So MSP helps farmer manage the risk of price fluctuations in the market. अगर प्राइस फ्लक्चुएशन होंगे, प्राइस फ्लक्चुएट करेंगे, तो उसके अगेंस्ट में एक रिस्क मैनेजमेंट की तरह एमएसपी वर्क करता है, राइट? एंड it also encourages farmers to grow essential crops and maintain a stable supply of food in the country, because that is what the objective is कि गवर्नमेंट के थ्रू एक कंट्री में फूड सिक्योरिटी मेंटेन हो, अदरवाइज कंट्री विल फेस फैमिन लाइक इशू, राइट? तो बहुत सारे चीज़ें, बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स को कंसिडर करके एमएसपी इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया था। एंड while deciding MSP, CSCP considers various things, but there are also certain challenges, right? There are certain challenges regarding MSP. क्या है challenges? कि एक तो MSP का limited coverage है. So although MSP is declared for many crops, the government mainly buys a few like wheat and rice. And in some states, especially those with more developed markets, farmers don't always benefit from MSP as much as others, right? And when the government buys large quantities of crop, storing them safely becomes itself a challenge, right? Because हमने देखा कि कई बार ऐसा होता है कि government buffers stocks are overflowing with grains, and even we have seen instances where uh, these crops are being attacked by pests. So all such things, all such issues become very worrisome because of the MSP, and these are problems related to storage. So why is MSP still important for India? Because it it consider it is considered as remunerative for farmers and deserving of support, right? So it is considered as a support for the farmers, and we know that India is an agricultural economy country. So that is why it is very important. And when we see such things, it becomes a challenge in itself, right? And students, why there's a recent development that whether MSP should be legal or not. So please remember, MSP is not legal, meaning that government, however, fixes MSP for 23 crops, but is not legally bound to pay these, even if open market rates for the same procedure are ruling below their announced floor prices. So the government is not obliged to pay, right? So MSP is not legal. So there's an ongoing issue which occurred in the recent years, that whether MSP should be made legal or not. That we will discuss later on in some other session, right? So MSP plays a crucial role in ensuring that farmers are protected from unpredictable market prices and supporting their income contribute to the country's overall food security, right? Now, students, there's also some things, some facts that are mentioned in this news article. Like government has recently increased import duty on edible oil. So government has increased import duty on edible oil, and it has also, reduced some export curbs on basmati rice. So all such steps are taken by the government to ensure that farmers have some sort of security, and to, increase the benefits for farmers. Because how do you think it will going to increase import? We know that it is import duty, we know it's a sort of tax which is imposed on the crops that we are importing, right? So farmers who grow crop like soybean, here's the government has decided to increase import duty on soybean. So farmers who grow oil seeds like soybean, uh,
can benefit because higher import duties encourage the use of local oil seeds for oil production, right? So this will ultimately increase demand for the produce and which will lead to better prices and profitability for domestic farmers. And cheap imports of edible oil can also, it can undercut local producers. So it will drive down the prices the domestic farmers receive for their oil seeds. So by making imported oil more expensive, domestic oil seeds become more competitive and it will allow farmers to earn better prices for the crops, right? And similarly, government has also reduce export cups on rice. So it opens up international market for rice farmers and it will allow them to benefit from global demand and prices. Right. Now let's go to the next article we have is on the golden fiber. Students, I just want you to go through this article. It mentions about jute, often it is called as golden fiber. It is increasingly being considered as an alternative to plastic packaging due to its eco-friendly nature and several beneficial properties, right? Because jute is 100% biodegradable. So unlike plastic, which takes hundreds of years to decompose, jute breaks down naturally without leaving any harmful residues. So plastic pollution, we know, the other day we have covered an article how India is generating so much plastic. So if we are considering jute packaging for most of the products, it will reduce environmental burden by offering a sustainable alternative, right? So that is about this article. And of course, jute with its biodegradability, strength, and sustainability can be powerful alternative to plastic packaging. So I just want you to go through this article. Students, that's it for today. Have a happy learning.